Hello there guys, it's Joey and this is a new spell range for the store. This is a summer solstice energy. This is Seelie Court by Alban Hefin, and that is the druidic name for the summer solstice, and it means light of the shore, and I thought that was beautiful, and I do prefer the druidic names for the solstices. It's wonderful. And this is kind of like the counterbalance to the midwinter Seelie Court, which I leave available all year round because I really enjoy those energies. And I might end up leaving this one up, so there's a high summer and a high winter one available all year round, because I know sometimes we do get people on the store who are on the other half of the equator and have the festivals the opposite way. My southern witches, as I like to call you. Yeah. Sorry. Just seeing people like, shut up Joe, we're not your southern witches, bugger off. Right, so the Seelie Court by Alban Hefin is very much about the Fae court. The Fae... Now, by court, I don't mean in a legal sense, I mean in the old-fashioned sovereignty queen and her court, her courtiers, very Elizabethan in my mind. I go straight to Tudors, but that Fae queen and then her court around her, and perhaps some are performing and perhaps some are serving drinks and some are entertaining and some are telling stories, and it's this one in particular is the court of the Fae at solstice, draped in sheer blood reds and pink silks, dancing, lustful, erotic, sensual, and wild. This energy is insane. This energy is so insane, I actually posted yesterday that I could feel fire dancing all over my skin. Not in like an uncomfortable way. It was like little kisses of warmth all over my skin. It was like, huh. And it was so intense that I actually posted about it yesterday. I was like, oh my god. And I was like finishing up the set today. It is seduction for the eyes, mind, and bewitching the senses. Carnal pleasure, fire in the lawns, celebrating midsummer with the Fae. The Fae have a very sensual side. There is a very naughty side, a very lustful side, a very sexual side. And at midsummer, there is a coming together of masculine and feminine energies in an ecstasy, in a sensuality, in a sexuality. It's very erotic in a way, and I just had this image of this court, and there were dark roses twisting up all around the pillars, and the fairy queen draped across her long sort of lounge chair, and she's got her hands just draped over the edge, and she's wearing very sheer pink, and it's see-through pretty much. And I just had this really strong image, and then there's like all this Fae court moving around her, and she's the epicenter, she's the high sun, if you like, of the summer solstice celebration, and all around her is the Fae with their dancing and perhaps, you know, the sprinkling water and flower petals all over the place as they are moving. And even as I talk about it, I feel like moving in the motions that I see them doing it. It's a very erotic dance. It's very bewitchment of the senses. It's kind of almost drug-like in that it intoxicates you with this lust and this sensuality and this celebration of life force. And it's very Fae-esque, and it's very much about life force and that in the moment and that sexiness. And the pink reflects the sheer pink of these gowns that I saw. I also saw sheer red, and so there is both here. However, I am going to say I think that pink is one of the sexiest colours. I think it gets babied in modern society but I think pink is just downright sexy. And I've said this before, that I think black and pink lingerie is sexier. I think it's really, really sexy. I like reds as well. I'm a daughter of the Morrigan. I love red. I love blood red in particular. That's very, very deeply sexy, and as a result, the blood red is also present. But I think pink can be really, really sensual, really, really sexual. I think especially in magic as well, in modern magic, like, oh, well, pink is about attracting, you know, friendships and softer love, because it's, you know, associated with rose quartz, and we tend to go down, and it's like, no, pink comes in a whole range. I've gone for a kind of like a baby raspberry pink here, and I think raspberries are one of my favourite fruits, and I think they're also kind of sensual when you think about it. It might just be the Fae energy saying that everything is sensual, and we'll do it how we like. And, you know, I get this feeling as well that the Fae would like the pinks because, you know, seemingly innocent, but I'm going to seduce you. And I get the feeling that that's very Fae, and I like that little bit of a trickery with the colour, you know. Oh, you think you're safe with pink, do you? Mm-hmm. And it's just sexy. I think pink is a very sexy colour. So this is the spell set. Now, most of these items in shot are actually sold. I actually showed somebody, gave them a sneak peek, and they sold, which wasn't my intention, but I love this energy, so I'm super pleased that somebody else really loved it. And I am going to make each of the items available on store as a singular, I think, rather than a set, but so you can, you know, pick and choose if you want a couple of these. Going forward, leading up to Midsummer, I am going to hopefully get that all done tomorrow. I am working my socks off to try and get everything done. So let's have a look at the individual sexy items. We're going to start with the blessing salts because I love these. I love them. I love them a lot. Okay, so there's the blessing salts. Let's move the camera, get in a bit closer. There we go. So, there you go. I really like doing salts with the Fae sets in particular, because I think it's good if you're going to use these at, say, Midsummer for this one in particular. Although you could use this for a Beltane energy as well, of course, or just sensual, sexual, Fae energies in general, if you so desired. Or you could actually go down a love god or goddess route with them. Anyway, so I was just thinking out loud. But I really like the idea that you can bathe in them. You can submerge yourself. And when you follow a Celtic path in particular, the submersion of self in water is about connecting to the realm of the spirit. In the Celtic mythos, water was a conduit to the realm of the other, to the realm of the gods, to the realm of the Fae, to the realm of the spirit. So I really like the idea of crossing the veil with water and having the salts there to submerge you in those energies. Oh, I'm getting all warm even thinking about and talking about these energies. It's so fiery. I wasn't going to do a pillar originally, but it was requested that I do a pillar, so we have a pillar as well. Let's do that now. The pillar is this deep raspberry. It's between raspberry and baby, but I really, really like it. As I said, I find it really, really sexy, and plenty of shimmy up the top there. It's lovely. One could almost say rude. I'm not going down that, but Faye, stop it, honestly. Oh no, God. Getting, you know, rude images, the rest of it. Long pink items. Right, okay. So this is the votive, and this is like a fairy ring motif, and isn't that lovely? I say isn't that lovely like I didn't do it. I'm so surprised at myself. They both got rings on, actually. This is the other one. I'm not going to focus. But then again, of course, plenty of shimmy. The Fae ring going on in there. And yeah, I love them. Right, and then we have the spell cauldron. So here you have the lovely meeting of the reds and the pinks. The spell cauldron allows for a little bit of more of a colour collaboration, you know, the representation of the reds and the pinks. So we have both. Like you can see the fae in there, the red silks and there's pink silks, and there's a little bit of a wilderness, and then the flowers all around the court, and the spell cauldron allows you to really bring that to the fore, bring it a bit fiery, bring that sexy, bring that shimmy shimmy. It's lovely. Right, and last but certainly not least, again, I think the oil is one of my favourites again. The sets for Midsummer, the oils have been illuminating in a way. It's difficult to really explain it, but they epitomise the movement, I think is what it is, of the sets in question. So if you actually watch this particular oil, the movement is slow and almost deliberately, and everything just moves as it's meant to. It draws you in a very slow, seductive way. It's not quite as quickly moving as some of the others, and it just has this kind of luxurious movement to it, which is very in keeping with how the fae actually seem to move in that sort of intoxicating dance. Okay, so this is, and I shall just pop everything back in shot. I might just, yeah, okay, let's just pop those in shot for the minute. So that is the Seelie Court by Alban, Hefin, Midsummer, High Summer, lots of sexy fae and shimmy. That's it for this video, and many blessings.